Hello friends, Alon the International Cruiser here, and in this video I want to explain on an important topic, and that is the use of credit from international cruise companies. So, what will you learn in this video? What is future cruise credit? What is onboard credit? What is the difference between them? And the most important tip, how to use future cruise credit correctly in order to maximize its value and get more from the cruise companies. All this and more after a short intro. Let's get started. What is future cruise credit and how do you receive it? Future cruise credit is exactly what its name suggests. It's a credit you can use to purchase a cruise from the issuing company. The credit is equivalent to cash for all intents and purposes, and you can use it to pay for part or all of your booking. Sometimes, certain restrictions may apply to it, such as an expiration date or a limitation to cruises of a specific type or length. Future cruise credit is usually provided by the cruise company as compensation for a mishap, cancellation, or as a form of compensation, although it can also be purchased. A mishap refers to when something went wrong during the cruise itself that affected all passengers. Cruise companies may sometimes offer credit in a specific amount or as a percentage of the original booking. Cancellation. When the cruise company cancels a cruise, often, in addition to a full refund, they will also provide customers with credit toward the purchase of a future cruise, in order to encourage disappointed customers to return and book with them again in the future. Clearly, in both cases I described, this is a form of compensation. Additionally, something though this is a bit less common, the cruise company will offer agreed compensation for something that went wrong, personally during your cruise. However, in most cases, they will try to resolve the compensation issue while you are still on the ship, either in the form of onboard credit, an upgrade, or vouchers for a restaurant or drinks. And finally, you can purchase credit for future cruise. With most cruise lines, this is offered at a discount, for example, paying $200 for a credit of $300. By using future cruise credit, the cruise company ensures that you will return and book another cruise on one of their ships. But note, no matter how you receive the future cruise credit, for the company, the credit is equivalent to cash, so you can use it for any booking and from anywhere, including bookings not made through the cruise company, and there is certainly no obligation to book through the same agent. And here I want to pause for a moment on this point, because I've heard from various people who received this type of credit after the cruise was cancelled that the agent they booked with told them it could only be used for rebooking through them. And that's simply not true. If you have cruise line credit, you can use it to pay anywhere for any cruise booking, as long as no other specific restrictions are stated. The restrictions may apply to the type of cruise or to certain dates, but never to the place from which you can book. Therefore, the most important tip regarding the use of future cruise credit to maximize its value is to use it to book a cruise at the best possible price. In other words, you can combine future cruise credit with booking a cruise at special group rates, even if the group is not from the original agent through whom the cancelled booking was made. Yes, you can use the credit for any future booking, so make use of it. And book cruises at promotional prices, so you get more for your money. And finally, what is onboard credit? And what's the difference between them? So, onboard credit is also equivalent to money, but it can only be used during the cruise and only on the ship itself. If you don't use it, it will be lost. And I also have some important tips for making the most of this credit, but that's a topic for another video, so you can find it by clicking here, or alternatively continue to the next video. Did you like it? Give it a like, and I'll see you in the next video.